Hello and welcome to this video blog where I'm going to talk about a perspective, probably different, about what union entails for twin flames. It is understandable that most people who have twin flame experiences are talking about union and referring to union as a physical union, because most of us are coming from a desire-driven, ego-centered perspective where we feel separated as individuals, and that's why we are looking for the union, the physical union. Yet, if we understand the concept of twin flame, where it comes from, what it means, if we understand that flame is related to the fire element, which is related to spirit, we would understand that twin flames are essentially spiritual relationships. And yes, we can come into this third dimension divided in two to experience duality. And there are many reasons why twin flames are meeting nowadays in this change of era, in this transition where we have to change so much in our collective unconscious, in our ways, our belief systems, and the structures that have created reality. So twin flames come to shake so much our structures, our inner confinement of belief systems that simply responds to the reality that we have co-created, and that is an illusion, and it's time to create a new platform for humans to coexist. And so if we actually look what union means coming from the spiritual perspective, it is a completely different experience. Because in our energy bodies, in our spiritual essence, with our twin flame, we realize that this other being is our twin flame, and go through the awakening process, we will realize that we are one. We are already in union. We are one. That means union. We are one. And so from that perspective, which is, I think, and I believe is the best way to start looking at twin flames, from there as it is, not from our human limited perspective, then it is okay if we are in two different bodies and we are each one in a different journey. It is not to say that twin flames are not to be physically united in this lifetime or whichever lifetimes there could be. It's not about that. Let's consider that from the light, where we are all one, there's no more you and me in twin flames in higher dimensions. I don't know how high a dimension has to go before we tap into the oneness where we are all part of the same light source, and before we start branching into the different dimensions of existence and coming finally to this third dimension where we are physically separated. But obviously there is a chain of dimensions where we pass from the physical to the spiritual, and there's also energetic duality before the physical duality is being manifested. Okay, so if we think, for instance, I will share the story of Radha and Krishna from Hinduism, where they are twin flames. They are one, and they do not get married because they want to show people that you don't need to get married to realize the oneness. So Krishna knows that Radha is his soul, and Radha knows that Krishna is her soul. The same would be for maybe Shiva and Shakti, that is the dance of the Kundalini awakening, which is part of the twin flame recognition, acknowledgement that we are in front of a experiencing a twin flame is when the Kundalini starts awakening. But the awakening of the Kundalini has to do with energy awareness and changing the dimensions of consciousness through the path of the Kundalini and how it transforms everything. So if we start understanding that we are already one, and beyond understanding, we have to realize, we have to get to the experience of the deep, profound realization that we are one, then the physical desires for sexual desires, or also the physical needs to be touched, to be hugged, to be together as a couple, they pretty much vanish, because there's a much higher realization than the physical needs that comes from knowing the oneness in your heart and in yourself and in your dynamics of awakening with your higher self. And so we need to be a little more gentle with ourselves maybe in the process, because the obsession of most people to want to be together with the twin flames is just limiting their process to awaken to a more profound truth of understanding union as oneness. We can talk that we are one, but if we talk that we are one, then what is happening when we are so involved in desiring to be together? We are already one. Understand what that means. It's not good to just repeat what others say. Don't repeat what I say. Try to live it, to have your experience of oneness by doing your inner work. Because twin flames meet to help us break, at least in this transitional time, to break all our belief systems and the structures that have created this reality, which is an illusion. So they create havoc in our life for a reason, not just because it's a difficult relationship, just because it's a difficult relationship. It is so difficult because we have to turn into pieces all those confined belief systems and ideas about relationships, about love, about reality that we have lived by for centuries. We have to create a new world, and for that we need to destroy the old one, and like the phoenix, be reborn from the ashes of the old system to create a new one. So basically that's why one of the reasons why twin flames are meeting. So the mission of twin flames is very directly involved with awakening to unconditional love, because other groups of souls are here to do other kinds of things to help this transitional time. Twin flames need to anchor the seeds of unconditional love in the collective unconscious. So we need to awaken. Let's not just be obsessed about becoming a couple, because that's not what it is about. You can awaken and eventually be together with yourself through your twin. It's you, it's the oneness. But that's not the priority. That's not the number one reason why we meet these beings. Union needs to be understood from the twin flame essential perspective, which is spiritual. That oneness will fill you much more than any desire from your physical realm. Any desire that you have from your physical realm is not going to be as profoundly fulfilling as the realization of oneness with your twin. And remember that as long as we keep on escalating on dimensions, there will be a moment when there's no you and me in twin flames. There will be a moment when we just go back to the essence, the purest source of light, where we're all one. And there's no you and me anymore. There's no twin flames anymore. This is just part of the game, part of the escalating in awareness and vibration towards the source of existence, of creation, the oneness of the whole of creation, the light. And so I hope this helps. And this is a little tip to look from a different perspective. I will leave you some information in the links. When I'm very close to publish my book on twin flames, that you will find in Amazon and in Kobo, in ebook and in printed as well. When it's ready, I will leave the links in the details of this video. But just be the Spanish book is already printed. Now the English book, I finished it last night. And so it's been a wonderful journey to do the translation and add so many things that are easier sometimes to communicate in English than in Spanish. I hope you are able to get a lot of information to help you in this journey. It's a very difficult journey at times, and there's a reason for that. So I will let you know when the book is published, and thank you so much for watching the video. Until the next opportunity, you can subscribe to the channel, and I post here bilingually in Spanish and English, and you be part of our community. Thank you very much. Bye bye.